Speaking of development hell, I went over Overwatch 2 may potentially be headed into development hell. Well, we have Pikmin 4. Pikmin 4 is a game that has been announced many times over and over and over again. Pikmin 4 is essentially the game that, may never be a thing. May never be coming out. Well, as the heck is Pikmin 4? So, let's go back to the beginning. 2015. Pikmin 4 is in development and very close to completion. And now we're 5 years later. And literally no news of Pikmin. Pikmin 4 is basically a vaporware title. All they said was Pikmin 4 is very close to completion 5 years ago. And they said it multiple times that Pikmin 4 is close. And yes, Pikmin 4 is almost in development. Fans, yay. Doesn't give any Pikmin info for 6 years. So basically, Pikmin 4 has not been announced. Is in the raid in favor of Nintendo Switch Lite. And yeah, Pikmin 4, was supposed to come out years ago. It has been nearly 5 years, so well in the world is Pikmin 4. And that was in February 2020. And now it is July 2020. Well, it is Pikmin 4. It's nowhere to be in sight. Pikmin 4 does not exist, basically. And yes, Pikmin 4, 5 years ago, was close to completion, according to Miyamoto. Close to completion, and now it isn't. So yep, Pikmin 4 is Nintendo's vaporware title. We don't know if the game will actually come out, but yeah, development hell is a bad thing for any game to go through. And fans of that game that have been coming out. And most fans usually forget those games usually set to come out. We're assuming that Pikmin 4 will probably eventually get completed someday, in quotation marks. Breath of the Wild eventually came out, and that had teaser after teaser after teaser after teaser, after hint after hint after hint, until they finally came out the game 5 years later. They had teasers since 2010, 2011, and then they finally came out 6 years later. So obviously the game has restarted development multiple times. And Metroid Prime 4 is in the same development limbo. Maybe Bayonetta 3 as well. But Pikmin 4 will hold a special place in everybody's heart. A game that will probably never come out. And yes, is Pikmin 4 cancelled? Probably not. It's probably in development limbo as a video game. Pikmin 4 is still coming next year, but it's July and we really have no information at all. Okay. And in 2013, they still said Pikmin 4 was still in progress. But nope. Other than it's confirmed, it's very close to completion. So Pikmin 4, no console, no Japanese name, nothing. Nothing about Pikmin 4. And yep. Ever since 2013, we had absolutely nothing. Maybe the failure of Hey Pikmin had something to do with Pikmin 4 possibly being cancelled. But again, Nintendo, they did it with TB Robo and F-Zero. Two franchises that are now dead because the last games basically failed. And Star Fox as well because of the failure of Star Fox Zero. So, Pikmin 4, no wonder Nintendo is making new IPs such as ARMS and Splatoon. Because all the older franchises are dying. And Pikmin 4 is basically in a vaporware title. There's really no information about the game, so I can't really go on forever. I can't make a 10-minute video about what's the secret thing. Because Pikmin 4 may not come out ever. We can only hope and dream that this game ever comes out. That's basically it. Goodbye.